From Seattle, Washington, welcome to the Fox NFL Pre-Kick presented by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. The San Francisco 49ers come to Seattle and Lumen Field, one of the great scenes in the NFL, and it is rocking for week one as Sam Darnold and the Seahawks get their season started in front of a sellout crowd. We welcome you inside. Welcome to the NFL season. Joe Davis, Greg Olson. For the 49ers, normally you come into a season, you kind of know what you're going to get. 6-11 last year, though, as much roster turnover as we've seen in a long time, and as many questions, as much uncertainty as they've had in a while.
Yeah, and you know what's so exciting about week one of the NFL is for the last couple months, every team in the league thinks they made every right move, every right decision to put them on a path to contend for a Super Bowl. But when you look at San Francisco, a lot of those difficult choices and the roster turnover was on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of young draft picks, a lot of youth movement. But here comes Robert Saleh, the original defensive coordinator, the original architect for this Shanahan era. He's tasked now. Can he rebuild this young but very talented defense? Can he get them back to what they used to be when San Francisco was competing for a title every year?
They got a tough matchup, obviously, week one against Seattle, which won 10 games in Mike Macdonald's first season, largely because of his defense. The goal in year two is to get an offense that's up to its end of the bargain.
Yeah, year one was all about getting the defense right, and Mike Macdonald down the stretch, they were a top 5 defense in the league. He figured that out after taking a little time early. Year two is all about getting the offense right, and Mike Macdonald went into the offseason. He didn't like the style of play. He didn't think it complemented the vision he had for this Seahawks organization. He goes out, he gets Clint Kubiak, brings him in kind of in that Shanahan tree of coordinators, and then of course the biggest story in Seattle all offseason, Sam Darnold, the free agent quarterback. Are they going to get the Sam Darnold the entire league saw that took the Minnesota Vikings to 14 wins?
A lot of questions, a lot of answers to get. We'll start to get them here in just a moment as this season gets going. Players to watch brought to you by Nationwide. An injury scare for Christian McCaffrey this week in practice. His calf, though, is good to go. And if things go how the Seahawks hope they will with that change on offense, Kenneth Walker could be set for a bounce-back year.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
NFL Kickoff Weekend is presented by NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Watch every game, every Sunday, all in one place.
Welcome to NFL Kickoff Weekend presented by YouTube TV. Before opening kickoff, down to Pam Oliver.
Joe, just a huge sigh of relief when we learned that Christian McCaffrey would be able to play in this game. Now, all the questions started when McCaffrey was a late addition to the injury report with that calf injury. He did have an MRI, and it was clear. Now, I watched as McCaffrey warmed up, and boy, was he intense. He went for well over an hour. He ran, he did cuts. He even had some one-handed catches drills mixed in there. Now, 49ers have to have that guy because they know they are just better with him on the field. Joe.
As they found out the hard way last year, Pam, going 6-11. Well, the season begins with a division matchup. 49ers have won 5 of the last 6 head-to-head. Seattle ended a long losing streak in this rivalry late last season against San Francisco down in the Bay. Niners won the toss, deferred to the second half. Off we go here with week one. And the Seahawks will get the new touchback rule. If you've been watching football throughout the weekend, today means they'll start at the 35. And thus begins Sam Darnold's time with the Seahawks. Had that dream season last year with the Vikings. Proved that he could do it in the NFL. Now Greg tries to prove that it was no fluke.
And I think the biggest thing for Sam coming into this year is you don't have to recreate all of the magic of last year, right? I think it's unreasonable to expect any starting quarterback who's coming off a 14-win season to just assume it's going to happen again, let alone in a new place with a new coordinator and obviously a completely new offense. So I think early in the season, Clint Kubiak, get him comfortable, find the elements of what made him successful, and make sure they're present in this Seattle offense.
From the 35, they begin with a pass play and a threaded needle over the middle for a first down to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Tied a franchise record with 100 catches last year, and he's got his first